Breaking news out of Foxborough. The temperature is rising fast behind the scenes, and all eyes are turning to the Patriots nation. There's serious buzz building, whispers, moves, energy, and trust me, this could change everything. Whether it's locker room shifts, front office decisions, or just that undeniable fire returning to the roster, one thing is clear. Something big is happening. And listen, before we dive deep into this developing story, take a second to smash that like button if you're still riding with the Pats, and believe, like I do, that this team has what it takes to make a serious run at the next Super Bowl. I'm telling you, I can feel it. There's a different vibe in the air this season. If you're feeling it too, show it in the comments. Go Pats, I believe. This is Patriots football. We don't back down, and we never count ourselves out. They said it couldn't be done. After one of the most abysmal offensive line performances in recent NFL history, the New England Patriots have officially been named one of the most improved O-lines going into the 2025 season, according to Pro Football Focus. Yes, you heard that right. The same team whose offensive line was ridiculed week after week, whose rookie quarterback Drake Maye was sent scrambling for his life on nearly every down, has now made a seismic leap that could reshape the entire future of this franchise. Let's rewind for a second. Remember 2024? If you're a Patriots fan, chances are you'd rather not. The offensive line that year wasn't just bad, it was historically disastrous. Pass block win rate, 51%, ranking 31st in the league. Run block win rate, dead last at 67%. Pressure rate on Drake Maye, nearly 40% of the time, again 31st. And the sack rate, 29th in the NFL. If those numbers don't make you shake your head, I don't know what will. But what really stood out from that season wasn't just the stats. It was the eye test, the absolute breakdowns in protection. Vidarian Lowe and Michael Jordan, yes, the offensive linemen, not the basketball legend, were getting turned around on plays like confused bystanders. In one unforgettable snapshot, two linemen were literally facing the wrong way as Maye was being swarmed by defenders. It was like watching a quarterback try to perform surgery while being attacked by a swarm of bees. And yet, through it all, Maye managed to stay composed. He posted 15 touchdowns to just 10 interceptions, notched 14 big-time throws, and completed over 66% of his passes. The kid's tough, no doubt, but the punishment he took was unsustainable. The Patriots knew it, so did the fans. And that's where the 2025 transformation begins. Enter Elliott Wolf and Mike Vrabel. When Vrabel came on board, it was clear things were going to change. And change they did, fast. In the early days of free agency, the Patriots went to work. They signed veteran tackle Morgan Moses, solid center Garrett Bradbury, and guard Wes Schweitzer. And they weren't done. They added Will Campbell in the draft and brought in rookie Jerod Wilson from Georgia, who, by the way, may challenge Bradbury for the starting center spot during camp. That's how serious this overhaul is.
For the first time in what feels like forever, the Patriots have an actual plan up front. Michael Onwenu is the only returning starter from 2024. The rest, all new. And not just new, better. Objectively better, according to PFF. Let's talk comparisons. Last season, Lowe had a PFF grade of 54. Jordan and Strange struggled all year, and Dantry Jacobs at right tackle was barely functional with a 38.4. Morgan Moses alone represents a huge leap at that position. Garrett Bradbury brings consistency and experience. Wes Schweitzer adds depth. And Will Campbell? The rookie already looks poised to contribute meaningfully. And let's not ignore the elephant in the room, Cole Strange. Once considered a high-potential first-rounder out of UT Chattanooga, Strange has been a ghost since his solid rookie campaign in 2022. He played 17 games that year but followed it up with just 10 in 2023 and a mere 3 in 2024. Injuries have plagued him, and the Patriots have already declined his fifth-year option. His PFF pass-blocking grade in 2024? A decent 79, but that was in only 3 games. The year before? 57.7. This season is do or die for him. If he doesn't perform or stay healthy, the team may be ready to move on. Wilson, with experience at left guard, could step in if needed. There's real pressure on Strange now. And here's another wild card in this offensive reset, Doug Marrone. The new offensive line coach brings head coaching experience and a no-nonsense approach. If anyone can mold this group into a cohesive unit, it's him. With Marrone, Wolf, and Vrabel all aligned on rebuilding the trenches, the tone has changed completely in Foxborough. There's accountability now, direction, intent, Let's be honest, none of this matters if the line doesn't perform. Patriots fans are tired of projections. They want results, but early signs are promising. OTAs are already showing improved cohesion, and though pads haven't come on yet, the buzz is real. Garrett Bradbury versus Jerod Wilson could be one of the most compelling position battles in camp. And if Cole Strange stays healthy, this unit could go from league worst to league average, or even better. And remember, it doesn't matter who's under center, Drake Maye, Patrick Mahomes, or even Tom Brady back in the day. If the offensive line isn't giving you time, you're done. Maye has already proven he can deliver under duress. Imagine what he could do with real protection. Imagine giving him 3 seconds instead of 2. Imagine what that does for the receivers, the run game, the entire playbook. This rebuild isn't just about stats. It's about restoring confidence to Drake Maye, to the locker room, and to the fans who have endured 2 grueling seasons of disappointment. It's about belief that the Patriots aren't just rebuilding, they're reloading. With a competent offensive line, everything changes. Maye won't have to bulldoze defenders every time he scrambles. The team could implement designed quarterback sneaks like the infamous tush push, which fits Maye's physical style perfectly. And with better blocking, the Patriots can finally control the pace of a game instead of reacting to it. So now, we turn it over to you, Patriots Nation. Do you believe in this new offensive line? Do you think the additions of Morgan Moses, Garrett Bradbury, and Will Campbell are enough to turn things around? Can Cole Strange stay healthy and fulfill his first-round potential, or is it time to move on? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. What's your confidence level in this unit on a scale from 1 to 10? Are we witnessing the rebirth of the Patriots' trenches, or is it still too early to say? Either way, one thing is clear. For the first time in years, there's real hope up front. Let's talk about it. And speaking of hope, let's talk about what this could mean beyond just the offensive line. If this group delivers, the ripple effect across the entire team could be massive. We're not just talking about fewer sacks and cleaner pockets. We're talking about actual offensive rhythm. Time for receivers to get open. Room for running backs to cut back or hit a hole without meeting a linebacker 2 yards in the backfield. This offensive line is the beating heart of everything New England is trying to rebuild under Mike Vrabel. And right now, that heart is finally starting to show a pulse. Let's bring it back to Drake Maye for a second. Rookie quarterbacks rarely thrive under pressure. Bryce Young struggled behind a bad O-line. Caleb Williams was sacked nearly 5 times a game last season. And Maye, he was right there in the same boat. Despite the chaos, despite getting hit constantly, he never folded. He never lost composure. And that's exactly why this rebuild is so important, not just for his development, but for keeping his confidence intact. You ruin a young quarterback's trust in his line, and you could ruin his career. We've seen it happen countless times. Mac Jones is a textbook example. Once that confidence went, so did his rhythm, decision-making, and ability to stay in the pocket. Now he's a backup. You don't recover from that easily. Drake Maye has shown he can play. He's mobile, tough, and he makes high-level throws. All he needs now is time. And that's what this O-line rebuild is supposed to give him. Now let's get into the weeds a bit, because Patriots fans love the details. Garrett Bradbury, former first-round pick, solid communicator, and a technician in pass protection.